Are you feeling lost? Are you trying to reinvent yourself after a major shift in your life? You're not alone. Oftentimes, when people feel lost, they've hit a crossroads of what they thought mattered in their lives that no longer brings fulfillment. For some, the joy of materialism no longer appeals. Being Employee of the Month feels empty. Feeling lost is one of the worst feelings in the world. When we dwell within the vacuum of emptiness, we also obsess over our imperfections. We've all got them. Focusing on our flaws doesn't allow us to move forward, especially if we're on the path to reinvent ourselves. Today, we're going to focus on our best strengths, traits, and passions in the context of reinventing our profession or building a business. As we do, I'd like to share my thoughts on the overhyped words passion and purpose. Some pundits claim you should have a passion for building your business. They're only partly right. Passion takes you only so far. Another piece to the puzzle is purpose. Without purpose, passion is just a hobby. Passion is about following your bliss. It's egocentric, and that's okay if you're only pursuing a hobby. Purpose asks the hard question, what can I do to be of service to the people who need me? This answer to the question blooms when you combine it with what you're good at and what the world needs. If you want to make money and you don't know where to start, allow me to introduce you to the legendary Ikigai. Ikigai is based on the ancient Japanese concept which roughly translates to a reason for being. Iki means life, and Gai means the realization of what one expects and hopes for. The Japanese believe that everybody has an Ikigai, or a reason for being. When you find it, you also find meaning and satisfaction in your life, your purpose. Ikigai serves as a great base if you're reinventing yourself too. I learned this convergent years ago when I was a kid. The reason I want to introduce this concept to you today is because when we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed and desperate to get clarity, we tend to make things worse. Moments of desperation may arise from radical decisions or setbacks. Both radical decisions and setbacks can invoke a new reality. These realities can include a move across the country, the loss of a job, a loved one, or aspects of declining health. Grief and trauma can knock the wind out of our sails. Our sense of safety can leave us feeling rudderless, as though we're adrift in the middle of the ocean. As we feel directionless, our tendency is to allow the setback to bleed into other areas of our life, questioning our friendships, career path, and personal growth. We no longer recognize who we are, and this can affect our self-image and confidence. We start second-guessing ourselves and the things that we believed. A sense of detachment from our original concept of self begins to unravel. This might raise a red flag that it's time to pay attention to the truth that you're confronted with. And as I say, red flags don't turn green. Confronting our original concept of self may require a paradigm shift, a shift into a new reality that includes updated philosophies, direction, and purpose. A challenging situation, to be sure. For the moment, I ask that you go easy on yourself. You're not alone. This happens to many, many people. You have more control than you think. You have control of your life and how it turns out. Like the captain of this boat, you get to direct the bow of your reality. If you're unhappy with your life or even a certain aspect, realize that turning the bow around any time should be enough to counter the feeling of being lost. As Dr. Joe Dispenza states, thoughts become things. Thoughts can be the stepping stones to shift your direction. The Ikigai concept is one such process that can help ease the shift of your thoughts. What thought do you want to shift? Let's use the Ikigai process to dig a bit deeper. If you start with love and combine it with what the world needs, you'll find mission. This is a typical foundation for missionaries, monks, and other folks who don't get paid anything to help the misfortune. If you combine what the world needs and getting paid, you arrive at a vocation. This is usually steered towards a trade or a profession, like plumbing, nursing, or being a veterinarian, your day job essentially. If you combine what you're good at with getting paid, you arrive at your profession, something you attended school for to earn a degree, or work yourself up through the ranks in a company. Lastly, if you combine love with what you're good at, you'll arrive at passion. Chances are this may not include getting paid. This qualifies as a hobby. The key is to combine all four of these elements to conjure your purpose to create a successful business. Your personal Ikigai will underscore your reason for being, your North Star. Your North Star establishes your immutable sense of purpose. You know what I discovered? The elements magically overlaps the Ikigai. What you love is cups, what the world needs is swords, getting paid is pentacles, and what you're good at is wands. Makes total sense. Isn't this exciting? Who isn't getting goosebumps at this time? I love Rumi. One of my favorite quotes. When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. Ikigai can help you remove the block and open your soul to get that river of joy moving again. Here's what I want you to do. Get out a sheet of paper and draw 3 vertical lines. In column 1, write out, what do you love to do? This aligns well with the emotional element cups. What would you do if you could do it all day? Travel? Collecting old cameras? Gardening? Here's what I recommend that you consider doing. Look back in your childhood at about ages 5 to 12. What were the things that you loved doing that engrossed you? What brought you joy? I'm going to go off on a planned tangent for a moment regarding joy. Joy is magic, and it doesn't have to be elusive. Be a detective in your own search for joy. As you become the detective of your joyful moments, you may begin to see a pattern. Many of those joyous moments may be echoes from your childhood. Rainbows and fireworks make us stop in awe. That's magic in the making. Bubbles, googly eyes, and maybe tree houses. There's a tree lover here in the Pacific Northwest who makes tree houses for a living. He's also got his own TV show called Treehouse Master. Talk about following your childhood dream. My original life plan was to be a creative that brings joy to people. Let it be in the form of art or humor. Today, it's about empowering people to find the courage to create so they can manifest joy in their own lives, using their intuition. Here's a short list on what I love. Cats and animals, steampunk, superheroes, roller coasters, and learning more about consciousness. Hit pause on this video to complete your list. Once you're done, hit play. Next, in column 2, write, what are you good at? This aligns well with the creative element wands. This can be anything not related to your current profession. Are you great with animals? Skateboarding? Cosplay? Write a list as long as you can. Here's my short list. Illustrating, painting furniture, constructing leather goods, and pet communication. Hit pause on this video to complete your list. Once you're done, hit play. Step 3. In column 3, write, what does the world need right now? This aligns well with the intellectual element swords. What's happening in the world right now that needs inspiring or needs fixing? Personally, I believe we need less food deserts. Urban gardening might be what the world needs to keep everyone fed and nourished. Think on that and keep writing. You may need to conduct more market research to get more ideas. You can also consider creating a movement based on a mission for your business that's bigger than you are. Doing this will inspire people to purchase your goods and services. For kicks and giggles, I've included playtime, saving, creativity, and peaks of joy. Hit pause on this video to complete your list. Once you're done, hit play. In column 4, getting paid. This aligns well with the earthly element pentacles. After you've completed the first 3 steps, you'll want to do some market research to see who is willing to pay for your goods and services. I'm building a course that can show you how to do this at length. Be sure you're on my email list to get notified so you don't miss the launch. My final short list of whom might be interested in paying for my products and services include pet lovers, cosplayers, mystics, and vigilantes. Now, for the magic. We need to step back and take a look at the chart. Tie as many things together so that we can find your Ikigai. Take your own list, connect one item from each column, and see how you can bring them together to build a dynamic business that's uniquely yours. Circle or draw a line starting from the one thing you love in column A to a thing that you're good at in column B to what the world needs in column C. Later, you can determine who will want your product and how you'll get paid. Do this over your favorite beverage and have fun. For kicks and giggles, I circled superheroes from column A, constructing leather goods in column B, saving in column C, and vigilantes in column D. What do you suppose my product or service might be with these 4 selected elements? I could conjure so many items from my vigilante demographic. Costumes, accessories, capes. Perhaps I could think of myself as Edna Mode of The Incredibles. Edna was the exclusive onesie designer for superheroes, remember? Once upon a time, I actually did design a mask for a superhero movie. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to have the experience of joy each and every day. Rather than dreading the day, I want this purpose to be your reason you get out of bed every day. This North Star, your purpose, will help keep you moving through the darkest of times and satisfy your heart. After you've done a number of these creative combinations, you'll want to tap your intuition and also bring in spirit to help guide you. A few of these ideas are to use muscle testing method to narrow your options, or to meditate, or pull a card to reveal your soul's intention. Speaking of cards, today we're going to have a bit of fun with a 3-card spread to celebrate you. Think of this as conjuring your purpose celebration spread. Let's start with card 1. What gives you joy? Card 2. Your gifts to the world. And 3. Your unrecognized potential. I think you'll be pleased with the results. This is great for the upcoming new moon as well as the full moon. New moons are about fresh starts. Full moons are a time of harvest, self-love, and appreciation for all things we've been given and earned. I laid out mine and was very pleased with my results. Using the Enchanted Map Oracle, I pulled for card 1, What Gives You Joy? Encouragement. This is twofold, giving and receiving encouragement. Stepping into my power of my dream so I can help others step into theirs. Card 2, for gifts to the world. It's wide open. After coming out of the spiritual broom closet and allowing the hidden self to shine, I'm wide open to free expression. This is powerful because now I can expand beyond my limitation as the universe has my back. And card 3, your unrecognized potential. I received the Magical Map Shifter. Because I've opened myself up, I'm meeting fascinating new people who are encouraging my growth, expanding my network, and potential partnership. This spread essentially states that I'm moving in the direction of my soul's intention. I'm finally on the path to find my river of joy. When you pull your cards, I would love for you to share one of yours with us either here or on Instagram. Use the hashtag ConjuringYourPurpose and I'll feature you on my Instagram channel. If you're not following me, please do at CoCreateMagick.com and say hello. I'll follow back. Would you like to take this a step further to plot your profession or business? What if I told you that building and growing your business is as easy as adopting the 5 elements? I want to introduce you to the Elemental Business Vortex. The Elemental Business Vortex includes aether, water, air, earth, and fire. At the center of the business vortex is aether. Think of aether as your immutable purpose. Every business decision you make must align with your purpose. You make these decisions from the elements of water, air, earth, and fire. Each of these elements has a discrete function. Creating raving fans, planning your strategy, tracking business finances, and forging products to help make money and share your gifts with the world. Each of these elements align with your business structure to balance processes, systems, and energy that you work with each day. Because building a business is a journey, and growth happens in stages that are unique to each of us. Each stage incurs growth. As we grow our businesses, we require support during those growth stages. Understanding alternatives to address each level of growth is vital to building a sustainable business. Knowing which options you'll have will give you the self-confidence to move forward. Do you seek support to help you address your options and boost self-confidence? If so, I invite you to pick up your free guide, Map and Plan Your Magical Business, a budget-friendly business strategy planner to help chart your strategy and tactics as you grow your personal brand. Inside, you'll learn how each element applies to your business structure so you can maintain balance and harmony. If you dream of building your business but don't know where to start, this is the first right step. Bravely stepping out and building your own magical business demands applause. Kudos to you, my friend. Pick up your free guide at CoCreateMagick.com. Until next time, stay magical.